y'all, this is Anna Alexander. Welcome back to my basement for episode 12 of season 1 of the series Outlander. And where we left off, major revelations happened. 2 big revelations, and then there was alluding to something else. But yes, the big one, which you would have thought was the biggest compared to the other one. Anywho, we have found out that Gillis is a time traveler. And not just any time traveler, but possibly even more of one than Claire, 1968. Is that where Gillis is? Is that her time is 1968? Because it's rather random if it's not. But what does Gillis know about how to travel through the stones? Did she just go back once, or is this something she has done many times? I'm guessing the reason she did it was to change Scotland's fortunes in the war against the English. So how many times has she done this? Is this her last attempt? Did she do it once? Very intriguing. And then also she revealed to save Claire, she then took the, I'm the witch, it's me. Hey, look at my smallpox mark. Look at my sign of the devil. Oh, and I'm having the devil's baby. Wow. So I don't know if they'll let her live while pregnant, and what after? And where was Dougal? That was my question. So I'm guessing Ned sent word to the fellas, your ladies are in jail, tried for witchcraft. Jamie immediately runs. Where's Dougal? Second revelation, Claire revealed herself to Jamie that she is a time traveler. He took it pretty darn well. I'm going to have to guess that he is very open-minded for an 18th century Scotsman in the Highlands to the possibilities of time travel, because he took it fairly well. And we all thought, okay, he says, I'm going to take you home. She's thinking Lallybroch. He's thought actual home, her timeline, and took her back to the stones. Wow. So get to my third sort of revelation, which is, as I'm thinking about things, there's so many things that I was thinking about as I was putting it together, which were, well, let me go back to Gillis and her. It wasn't until I was editing, and when she said, as she was going out, like she realized Claire may turn on her, and she's like, I'm going to a fucking barbecue. The word barbecue struck me. And it should have been the word fucking, because as we saw in an earlier episode, Jamie didn't know what that word was. He had not heard it before, which would suggest it's not a word used then. But I hear that word all the time. I use it all the time. So it didn't even register in my head. Barbecue was the one that made me go, huh? But it should have been the other way around. But yes, so back to other revelation, which was possibly, okay, we know Leary kind of set up Claire being tried as a witch. I don't know if anyone else was involved, but the question for me was why? Okay, so Colm did not send Ned to help Claire. Colm seems to be taking a step back. And part of me wonders, was Colm did he set it up? And he thought, here's a way for me to get rid of both women that are kind of causing trouble in my family in one go. So I'm thinking either Colm had a direct hand in it, or he heard, hey, they've both been arrested for witchcraft. Should we do something? If he then went, hey, takes care of 2 problems in one swoop, I'm good, thanks. I think it's one or the other. Fuck you, Colm. I was on your side for half a second. I understood what was going on in your world and why this would cause you some trouble. But no. Now this episode 12, Lallybroch. I knew the home was called Lallybroch, but I couldn't remember what their official titles were. Angelina Brown, thank you so much. Lady Brocktura was their names. And I don't know where we get that from. But so they're going home. Now, this is what makes me go, because, okay, they couldn't go back to Castle Leoch. Something's afoot there. They know Claire's not safe there. So they go to Lallybroch, where Jamie had to flee because he's still wanted for murder. His name has not been cleared. That's why he was at Castle Leoch earlier. So he's risking it to go home. Also, Claire's screaming, I'm married to James Fraser, la la la, in this town. And he shows up. Still wanted for murder. None of those town people are going to turn him in. Something that just struck me as I was watching it. But I'm ready to see what happens next. And I do thank you all for joining me on this adventure. So I got the warm, cozy blanket. I have my glass of wine that I've already spilled over once. Fun. But I'm ready to go. So thank you again. And let's get to it. This looks like the Christmas Yule log with the Scottish music that sometimes I'll have playing at Christmas time. It's like 8 hours of just dogs in front of a fire. Actually, I think it is the Outlander dogs in front of the fire Christmas Yule log video. Gorgeous. Beautiful.
And they just stay aloft like birds.
Oh no, airplane wings are stationary. They don't flap.
And you've ridden in one. How high can you fly?
Thousands of feet in the air, certainly.
I think, are they feet here or is it meters and such? I know I'm distracted.
It's like you always said it was. It's behind you now, Jamie.
Is it? Is it though?
There were rumors that Randall had got Jenny with a bastard child.
Oh no. Oh no.
What's your name? Jamie?
Jenny.
Does she have another baby on the way?
4 years and no word. This is my wee Jamie. This is your Uncle McCree, the one you're named after.
Oh.
Why?
Yeah.
Do you not think I'd suffered enough for what I let happen that you must name Randall's bastard after me?
Jack Randall, you mean, the redcoat captain?
I was wondering this. Okay. I'm like, oh, did she really name him? But maybe not. But okay. But yes, she'll tell us.
And whose is this one? To have you ruin yourself for me was shame enough, but...
Jamie, perhaps we should all go
Tell
inside.
that trollop to keep her neb out of my business. Do I have to do what I did when we were bairns? Grab you by the bollocks to make you stand still and listen to me?
You're now trying to shame me in front of my own wife. Whose child is the boy?
Mine.
Ian.
Your brother-in-law.
We thought you were dead until we received your chest from Castle Leoch.
Oh, he sent. Gollum sent his things. Woo! Now it's all good.
Thank you, Ian. Cheers.
Sláinte.
It's gonna be a
What
long,
happened with Randall?
long visit.
I want to know.
Right there in front of everybody?
To know.
Oh, you didn't hit him hard enough. You should have picked the pot.
I hadn't been with a man then, but I ken now that he was trying to make himself ready.
You are gonna get beat. Because his prick may not be hard, but his fist is. So apparently the Frasers have really great stamina. She's gonna get so beaten.
I said turn around, you Scottish cunt.
When I woke up, he was gone. And that's the last I saw of Captain Randall.
So, whereabouts are you from, Claire?
Oxfordshire, originally. But I suppose this is now my home.
You're planning on staying then?
Aye. Aye, we are.
Fun. Everyone under one roof. Woo!
And you mentioned a chest from New York?
Oh, aye. It came from a woman called Mrs. Fitzgibbons. It's upstairs in the spare room.
Did Mrs.
Since Blair's
Fitz
staying, he should have the main bedchamber.
Move our things to the north room? No, I wouldn't dream of putting you out of your room.
Seeing as it's the Laird's room after all, I'll get the case.
So awkward. Oh no.
And my father always had a book over there. And he used to keep his... Sure.
Well, that's handy.
When was the last time you saw your father?
It was at Fort William, a week after I'd been flogged the first time.
Oh no.
Having a word with Captain Randall. Trying to see if we can get you out.
His father does not look that old.
It's a shame that you and I have got off to such a poor start.
Didn't understand, couldn't imagine what he was talking about now. He bandied words around for a while.
Because that's what he does.
He likes to do that. But in the end, he was quite blunt about what he really wanted.
It's quite simple. Give over to me. Make free of your body. And there will be no second flogging.
Give free to your body. How?
I had no real idea, of course, but I thought being buggered would be less painful. And be over quicker, most likely. And he said I'd be set free the same day, so... Dougal was there with the flogging. My father, too, though I didn't know it at the time. He thought I was dead.
Jesus. Oh.
He let out a small sound and dropped like a rock. I didn't see it. Didn't see him die. Didn't see him taken away. Didn't see him buried.
Oh.
Never even seen his grave.
Go now.
If you had given in to Randall,
Go now.
do you really think it would have made any difference?
No, he still would have beaten you.
Quarter day is tomorrow. Aye. It's like when we collected the rents for the Mackenzies, but here the tenants come to us to pay.
We're piling debt upon debt.
We can talk about finances.
Oh, always rents and rents and rents. Who else will be there is my question. Who else
Isn't that risky?
is coming to be there?
At least until your pardon comes through.
Not a man, woman, or child would think about betraying Jamie to the Redcoat.
You hope. You hope.
If he were alive, he'd expect me to go over the ledgers and prepare for quarter day.
Is Jenny older than Jamie? I'm guessing.
Suit yourself then.
This is but half of what you owe.
Apologies, but we lost one of our cows to sickness 2 months ago.
I'll no squeeze the last penny from you when times are hard. That was my father's view. Mine as well.
Thank you, my love.
Right, who's next?
Okay, Jamie. I hope this goes well for you. Oh no. He's gonna take a spoon.
You put that back, you cheeky wee bastard.
Oh, okay, Claire. Okay, yes. Stop the abuse, but be subtle.
There are plenty of bannocks.
He took it without asking, but...
Maybe I can take him off your hands for a few minutes.
What for?
So you can enjoy yourself without having to watch him. It's all right. Maybe we should go into the kitchen. Is your back sore?
Oh.
Who did that?
Not for you to worry about.
Uh-huh.
Will you take a drink with me?
Shouldn't we do something about it? Jamie.
For some reason, I don't trust Duncan. I don't trust him. Somebody's going to turn in Jamie. I just know it. Oh, someone's had some whiskey. Who stitched that coat? That does not look like something somebody took leather. That was a machine stitched jacket if I ever saw one.
I've seen elephants sit down with less impact.
In the end, that show him the difference between abuse and discipline, huh? With these. Then I said to him, Ronald, if I ever see any evidence of you harming your wee laddie, you'll have to answer to Lallybroch, huh?
Oh, Jamie's gonna get turned in.
You've actually seen an elephant?
Yes. Rode one too.
Oh, someone hung over now.
Rabbi McNabb, his father threw him out thanks to you. Did you not even consider talking to me before you pulled out your fists? Do you think that's how father would have handled things?
Ooh.
I am the laird of this estate now, and I do not need to discuss the running of it with my sister.
Maybe you should. She's been doing it for 4 years.
There must be something stuck under the sluice.
Oh. Oh.
There was no need for you to come after us.
Hi, there was.
Oh, we knew who sent him.
If you're stopping for a bag of meal, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. The mill wheel's no working just now.
What's amiss then?
You should call your master back. He shouldn't meddle in things he doesn't understand.
Oh, you've no cause for worry, Mrs. Corporal's father has a wheat mill in Hampshire.
Oh, how fortunate.
No help for it. I have to go under and see what's holding it.
He's gonna go in the water for them?
Look at that! Wonder what was stuck in it. Hey.
Oh, a shirt. Oh, okay.
Perfectly good shirt. How on earth did that get stuck into the mill?
It's Scotland, sir.
Don't shout so loudly.
Would you please turn around when I try to get out before the cock snaps off? What the hell was she doing here?
I heard about the Red Coat Patrol. She was just trying to warn you.
I feel the need of a therapy session. Between the freezers is in order.
Razors. Once they've dug their heels in, there's no budging them. You can tug on their rope or give them a wee kick in their backside. Or you might get bit for your trouble.
And then what?
Kick them harder.
I did not marry the Laird of Lallybroch. I married Jamie, but I haven't seen much of him since we walked through the gates of this place.
That's who I am
I
now
am
that-
speaking, and you can talk when I'm finished. If you're not careful, you're going to lose them too.
That was an interesting segue between scenes there. Beautiful. I think I've been at that lake. It looks very familiar.
That day when Randall came here, if I hadn't mocked him that
Oh.
way, if I'd given him what he wanted, he
Oh.
wouldn't have treated you like he did and then father.
Cry no.
And if your life is a suitable exchange for my honor, tell me why my honor's not a suitable exchange for your life. Or are you telling me that I may not love you as much as you love me? Because if you are, Jamie Fraser, I'll tell you right now, it's not true.
I loved you when you wept in my arms that first night at Lallybroch.
I love you.
And she chose him over Frank. I can kind of see why. But that is very interesting. Again, don't blame her. But,
I've heard enough from the likes of you.
what has happened?
Well, this lovely lass is going to be scrubbing your brains off the floor.
I knew someone was going to turn him in. I had a feeling this was going to be a calm before the storm of crapness that's going to end this season. Yeah. Very interesting dynamic. And I cannot remember the actress's name. Can't remember the actress's name that's playing Jenny, but I saw her in that other HBO show. Not The Nevers? Is that what it was called? With the people that Victorian times that get the powers and it ends up being aliens, and they never finished like half the season through, and they never finished it. But I enjoyed her in that series as well, and I'm loving her here. Nothing bad can come of the babies, and they can't be tortured, and they're gonna be tortured. We know they're all gonna be tortured. But this is this was the family episode. You see Jamie in what should have been his element, but it's not his element. Yeah, that would be difficult. Lots to live up to his father's reputation, the guilt over who killed their father, which was none of them. The fact that they trust so implicitly their people bothers me. I trust no one. I think that's it, because I trust no one. So I would suspect that if somebody gave them enough money, especially as they said again and again and again, these past few years have been hard. They need money. Jamie's got a price on his head. Money, money, ka-ching. Especially if you're McNabb, who's like, oh, you're gonna tell me how to raise my kid? I'll turn you in. Duncan, who Jamie did you a kindness, but if you're desperate enough, they're gonna turn you in. And I'm thinking that's what's happening. So, I say that's where we left off. Episode 12. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe so that you know when the next episode of this show, as well as all the other ones. I was looking at the schedule coming up for the next 2 months. Wow. So I hope you watch all the things and then watch me watch all the things, and then we can have fun discussing them. So thank you again. Also take 5 seconds of joy just for yourself, and we'll see you back here soon. So until next time, y'all.